As you hop on, the mule gives a hee-haw, and it is translated to the communicator to buckle up.
I
I
do the
attempt to.
motion.
There is, in fact, a buckle when you reach for it.
I'm not looking, and I'm inserting it. I'm putting it where a buckle goes, but I'm not looking.
You're on a saddle. It certainly wasn't there when you were walking it down the street, but it seemed to have appeared when Betsy mounted, and it gets longer with the long key. But yes, it has buckles. Seatbelts.
Seatbelts, everyone.
Well, hi.
With a impassioned hee-haw, it will rear and gallop off into the night.
Oh my god. We are
think
so
we-
fucked, guys.
I think with your incidental urban luck magic that you have the highest likelihood of piloting us in that direction, maybe?
Yeah?
You definitely do know the way, and you can give directions as you go. As you gallop out onto the highway, after a few frantic turns, a few cars with red, blue flashing lights appear behind you.
That's fine. I would like to wait for one to get within tasing range.
The two-headed stallion comes galloping out off of a side street and plows into both of the cop cars.
Jesus Christ.
Oh man, we're so fucked. We're so fucked.
After the wreckage is far behind you, the two-headed stallion will eventually reappear back behind you off of a side street and keep following.
I ask my horse if it is obeying traffic laws in the other reality.
No, we're being chased by cops.
Good point.
There are now red lights in a car chase!
I might not get to hang out with you after this car. I'm sorry.
I hope that's not the case. I love this car.
I'm assuming your name is Betsy's car.
Betsy has not established that she's given the car a name.
If the telephone
Nope, it
pole
does
was
have
named
its brand
telephone-
name.
1981 Plymouth Reliant. It'll shrug and say, Betsy's car works.
Thank you, Betsy's car.
You're welcome. If you could get that McDonald's bag out from underneath your saddle, I'd really appreciate it. It's been there for like 3 weeks. It's still got the ranch cups. They burst like a week ago.
Oh, yeah, I got you. Dig around for McDonald's bag.
You do, in fact, find a McDonald's bag lodged underneath your side of the saddle.
Betsy, be nicer to Betsy's car.
I don't answer.
Sean just starts laughing.
As you toss the McDonald's bag, you hear its thing. Little high-pitched, no!
You don't belong here! Go find your friends in the trash pile!
You're not entirely sure, but you think it has the shape of a middle finger as it rolls back away from you.
And a blessed day to you as well. I'm out of ideas. We should go find the can.
You are headed down a baseline. You're headed straight down baseline, and you hear music coming from the forest. On your left, you're passing the Nike campus. It has a swirling cloud around it, unrelated to the mushroom cloud above. But the music's not coming from there. Coming from somewhere else nearby. It sounds like a drumming.
Question, what phase is the moon in? If we now know that it's attached to lycanthropes, what phase is the moon?
I think I said it was full moon. Betsy, the mule slows from a gallop to a trot and looks confused, and then veers off of the road into the woods across from Nike campus.
Whoa, where are we going?
Actual fuck.
The horse neighs.
It's Schrodinger's ass!
It's Schrodinger's ass. Schrodinger's ass neighs in a deeply disturbing way that comes through the communicator as a deep, gravelly voice saying, I must serve. I must serve.
So are we jumping off the long key?
Yeah.
Bailing.
Unlatching your seatbelts, you're able to get off. The two-headed stallion behind you seems to be succumbing to the same thing, going off-road and into the forest.
Get on the communicator!
And say what to who?
Damn it, let's go. What the fuck is going on? That's supposed to be her behind us, right? Or her guys?
No, that's Betsy's back.
Oh, so it's our guys.
Yes.
So call them!
There's no payphone nearby.
But communicate.
Through the communicator.
Do I think that'll work?
Probably not. The only reason that you think you were able to communicate with Tabitha was because she was in the same location as you?
Yeah. The horses are moving faster than I care to, I assume.
And that's if she is still with them.
Yeah.
Ollie, you're a goddamn scientist. What the fuck? Ollie, help!
No clue. This place is so far outside of my realm of anything that I've ever encountered in my whole life.
How far away do we think we may still be from our destination?
10 miles. You got maybe 4 or 5. There was a rumbling in the ground as if an earthquake passes through.
I want to try something.
The beating and the chanting get louder. What's John trying?
Can John have had a pocket Bible in his coat? He's said multiple times he is a good Christian man. Multiple times.
Yeah, I will say that, yeah, you can.
I am going to start quoting scripture and praying. I don't know what that's going to do in the spirit world. I will call Jesus and his disciples. Start quoting John and Mark. And yeah, I'm going to start praying to the traditional Christian pantheon, yeah?
Yeah. Okay. The rumbling ceases almost immediately.
Oh, I'm praying harder. Ollie, do you know how to say grace? Anything would help at this point.
No, my dad is also a physicist. I grew up atheist.
Okay, look where we are and realize you were wrong.
Yeah, but that doesn't...
I don't think that means that Jesus was a werewolf. I think we're in a
But-
different mythology here, detectives.
But he was definitely a little fruity.
Your car is a donkey!
They really do be like that sometimes.
Part car, part horse. Yes, Christ was part man, part God.
There you go, Betsy. Just continue with that, and I'm still praying.
As you had ceased for a minute or so to have that little aside, the ground starts shaking more violently. You start praying again, and it ceases.
I will start at the beginning and keep going.
You get a good way before you start faltering. The son of someone.
The begats.
Yeah, the begats, they lose you.
There's a lot of bibbles from here to there. Did my horse keep running away when the rumbling stopped?
Yes, because the chanting and the drumming got louder.
To not mention that part.
As you cease, you can hear the chanting getting louder. Hear the drumming. You hear something that's like chanting, but you can't make out any sort of words.
Come on, guys, it's like cheering for your football team. We gotta be louder. We're gonna have to go look at whatever the fuck is over there on me.
I think denial of the call is an option this time, detective.
A black mist is seeping out of the forest.
Oh, I pull out my taser and shoot the black mist.
Please tell me that's my glaucoma.
Mark down another shot, but
Yep.
it goes through the mist. The mist itself is not a spirit. It's not next dimensional entity.
That's fine.
Does it have a smell?
It smells like brimstone.
and wet dog.
Oh, that's worse.
Hell?
A figure comes walking out of the forest. A figure comes walking out of the forest in dark robes, are very elegant. He seems to smoke as he walks towards you. His hooked nose is visible, as well as red, glowing eyes. But his skin seems black and charred, cracked, as if burned.
They appear to be in pain?
No.
Does it appear to continue approaching?
Yes. What transgressors have found themselves upon this desolate soil?
Some of the very tired human beings who would like to leave without things getting, and I reload my taser. Any worse.
It does not appear actively hostile.
Okay, then Betsy, put your taser down.
Its glowing eyes fix on the taser. I have been informed recently that threats are not a good way to curry faith, and thus I shall make none.
We didn't mean any harm. We're very terrified here. We don't know where we are, or we think we do, and it's bad, and we don't know how to get out. And no one knows how to get us out.
I do.
I'm certain you do, ominous figure from the mists.
My name is Ydri of the Molochim.
I take his picture.
He looks a little bit curious, makes no comment.
WTD just starts yelling daddy.
I
John
am-
is very confused.
I am Ydri of the Molochim, and I am the guardian of the thing that lies beneath this land. I do not want you disturbing it.
Oh.
I am John of Gresham.
Molochim is not a place, it isn't water.
Just sheepishly, Oliver.
The glowing eyes settle on Betsy.
And I know better than to tell an evil demon thingy from the woods my real name.
Oh, yeah.
He tilts its head, considering. I like you. Smart.
Lately been solving a lot of issues by just making things go swish or squelch. So I figured if this whole thing ended up being an issue, that would probably, one way or another, be the solution. And even though I abhor violence, it's my least favorite option. But this world is so crazy.
I, for one, do not abhor violence, but threats of violence are not good ways to build camaraderie.
I'm not threatening anybody. I just was saying that's one of the reasons I've been okay with just being more trusting. I figure if there's ill intent, it seems like everybody's fucking got it.
You are in luck, for I have none, and I believe I can escort you home.
In exchange for what? Everything here so far is requested prices.
For you, your name. For the other two, one shall taste of my blood, and I shall taste of the others.
It sounds like a really good idea, doesn't it, guys?
Nope.
The walkie-talkie has commenced an otherworldly feedback screeching. It is giving John tinnitus. Actively.
Everyone else can faintly hear it at this point.
Have you considered just going back into the woods? Wherever the fuck you came from? Because I ain't drinking your blood, and you sure as fuck ain't drinking mine.
You are welcome to find your own way home.
Touche. Sidebar.
I'd like to request a sidebar with my fellow attorneys.
With a cracked smile, we'll turn and walk to the edge of the forest.
Man of dignity, I respect that. All right. That's a pervert, isn't it? Looking at Betsy.
Yeah, the fuck was vampire to me, for all I know.
That dude definitely jacks off from the bushes. We have a name for guys like that in college. That guy's a fucking bushwhacker. That dude has come in socks that did not belong to it.
Oh my god.
Betsy is the only one who was able to spot the fangs.
Yeah, that's 100% just a vampire. Do vampires and werewolves work together? Oh, that would suck.
I think maybe calling the bird boy might not be the worst idea.
I don't think you have his numbers, the problem.
It would be excellent if we could contact it. I don't know how we'd do that.
Okay, worst case scenario, we have to trust this guy to get home.
Do we? We have a separate plan.
I'm making a hypothetical here, okay?
Okay.
How many drugs have you done today, Betsy? Ollie, I know you smoke weed. And or do you have drugs on you?
I could potentially purify myself if I was the one to do some his blood.
Make
Turn
a
it off.
drug cocktail and let him drink it.
I'm sure he can hear us. I don't think we're going to be causing any subject.
You're probably right.
I don't think
Drink.
I've actually done any drugs today. I had those beers, but beyond that,
John starts slamming the rest of the beers.
Yeah,
I was joking.
I'm not letting anyone else here get bit other than maybe Betsy, and as soon as I hear it go back. Honestly, I think Betsy would probably be into biting the blood out of someone, and that keeps Ollie out of it. And that is John's argument.
I think we should go with our original plan, and maybe if that doesn't work, and we happen to find this guy again, we'll take him up on his own.
Ollie?
Yeah, no, I'm with that.
So yeah, I look more directly at the vampire and say, yeah, we're gonna keep doing the plan we've already got. The void engineers are usually pretty good at this. But if that doesn't end up working and we meet up with you again, we'll reconsider it. We've got better prospects at the moment, I'm sorry.
Very well done.
Yeah, honestly, whole thing, very unsettled. They're just walking out of woods and then asking for our blood and vice versa. Very strange request. If I were to offer you a tip, maybe first time you suggest a card game, an activity to get to know people.
Maybe go out for coffee.
Let's not be insulting.
John is autistic. That was not.
Just trying to be helpful.
When you have no other option, know that I am here. He will reach out a hand back to the forest and beckon. A sparrow will fly out and land in his hand. Will whisper something in it that sounds distorted to your ears and tosses it into the air where it flies up. Simply call for the sparrow and it will be able to find me again.
What's its name?
Irrelevant. Simply call it the sparrow and it will come.
I don't want to start yelling caw, but I also really want to.
That was heckling.
As you start to walk away, it will be somewhat difficult to get any distance without your vehicle.
It would be.
I would be willing to return one of them in exchange for one of my requests.
So you've taken them and are extorting us for information and blood?
I have commanded all the spirits in this area to aid me in a critical task. Yours are among them.
Betsy's got this big grin on her face like she hates him.
As she does.
Oh,
All right. If I'm going to drink your fucking blood, I want 3 questions. I'm not going to ask you any like esoteric. They are going to be some very superficial questions. They might be a little pointed. I apologize. I do not possess social grace, but I got 3.
He will consider this for a moment. Done. 3 questions. Drink my blood, and I give you one of your rounds.
No funny business afterwards.
Decide which round now.
I'll do the other part if you're willing to do that part. Jesus Christ, let's just go home.
Oh, then why you look so fucked up?
I was originally of the clan Banu Hakim. However, with age comes degradation, and though I have left the clan, I still bear its curse.
That's awful.
It is. Next question.
Why do you drink your fucking blood?
So that it will bind you to my service in future. It will also grant certain benefits, such as longevity, enhanced healing, and an ability depending upon your nature. Quite possibly, you will be able to see the unseen. You may be able to call the sins of those you encounter to the surface, or you may be able to vanish from sight.
Can most
Third question.
you should ask a smart one, like will you catch any diseases or something like that?
Yeah, you got like, hepatitis or anything like that? You gonna give me some vampire syphilis?
No, I'd choose my vessels carefully. I do not wish to spread a brain. He will reach out his wrist with a blackened fingernail. He will cut a line down it that will start to seep with thick red blood and hold it out to you.
I'd like to whisper. You really don't want to do that.
I have a plan. I don't know if it'll work.
I said my pick.
What do you do?
I'm gonna drink it, try to use life magic afterwards to purify myself with the effects.
The moment it touches your tongue, the flavor seeps into every corner of your mouth. It is like nothing you expect. It is a dream in liquid form, bliss, more than any drug you've ever taken. And the thoughts of purifying yourself immediately flee. They seem anathema. They seem wrong. You want more of this, not be free of it. This is amazing. He will pull his wrist away. The feeling doesn't go away entirely. It lingers in your body like a warmth, a comforting feeling, knowing that this one's on your side now. He will beckon John,
Bitch. Yeah.
wrist or neck.
I'm just gonna close my eyes.
The rest of you see him shrug and go for the neck. It is close thanks to sex John has felt for 20 years.
Yep.
That's
and I'm not
unfortunate
wearing
for-
pants.
John is left reeling,
Left sticky.
and he will turn to Betsy. And your name?
Do wish they hadn't jumped the gun without getting my consent on this.
Will you renege on the deal?
I don't think I agreed to one.
You did not. However, it is up to you. Your name for your passage.
I glare at him for a long minute. Have I ever had any other names?
There was the one that you were born as. Betsy Caldwell was an alias that you got from Technocracy.
That's true. God, which one's
What is
worse? Yeah, I'll say my name is Cald.
You'll say your name is Caldwell. He will give a smile again. Clever, follow me. And he will walk back into the forest. With that, we will end today's game.
Brutal.
Gross.
Oof. Let's hope that doesn't come back to bite immediately in the ass.
Neck.
For the neck, as it
Or the neck. Let's hope he doesn't
Thank
bite
you.
your ass.
It'll be fine. We can handle a little chemophage.
We should have done it here.
Problems for tomorrow.
I have so many questions, and I want the answer to exactly 0 of them. I thought I had mommy issues. Why can't I just do the normal thing and just fuck women that are like 35 years older than them and cry sometimes for almost no reason?
On the bright side, Ydri did specifically call these things spirits.
Well, that's neck first.
So at least that cat's out of the bag. WTD is ordering some extra communication equipment. Take a rank in spirit.
Thank you for watching Rose City at Twilight. Links are in the description for the full playlists and ways to donate if I made you feel something. The Twilight holds a variety of mysteries. Let me know your theories in the comments below. Liking and subscribing attracts the attention of the great algorithm. Do so at your own risk. Good night.